Several people complain about unfair treatment from others, such as the boss being unfair, or in laws being unfair, or at times parents being unfair, or spouse being unfair. My question is, how fair are you to yourself? Do you say no if somebody forces you to eat an extra piece of sweet after having a full meal? Do you remain assertive and say, hey, now my body cannot take it anymore? If somebody asks you for a certain favor beyond your regular schedule, do you often smile when you don't even feel like smiling? Do you often walk an extra mile to please someone or to look good in others' eyes? Several times, in an attempt to be an achiever, we forsake ourselves. We become hard on ourselves. We become difficult and severe with ourselves. We compromise on our welfare and wellness because we are too much bothered about our goals, objectives, and desires. Even if we compromise on our welfare to please others, we have a desire to achieve good relationships, good reputation. We're all crazily going behind some or the other achievements, or at times running away and escaping from certain possibilities like loss of job, loss of security, breakup in a relationship. How long are you going to keep spending your time trying to achieve or trying to escape? And while doing this, what are you doing to yourself? Perhaps all that you're avoiding in terms of experiences, you're already giving those experiences to yourself. For example, you're avoiding unpleasantness in a relationship. However, you are transferring this unpleasantness to yourself. We care for the relationships with others so that our relationships do not suffer. However, what happens to the relationship with self? Who's the most important person in your life? You or others? Who has given the position of importance to others? It's you. And by the virtue of that position, people behave the way they behave. However, who's being unfair to whom? Aren't you being unfair by giving others the position of authority, dominance, or even a position where they have a right to dictate, demand, or ask things beyond your capacity or strength to give it? Victimization starts by allowing others to play the role of a victimizer. Why would you let somebody victimize you? Why would you not take charge? Why would you not stand up for yourself? Are they fears? Are they wrong beliefs? Are there sense of shortcomings? Why do you think less of yourself and more about others? Don't you think you're equally a human being? You have your set of talents, opportunities, possibilities. You also have a unique position. You are also a special one. People treat you the way you treat yourself. Please do not think that if you treat others well, they will treat you well. In fact, if you treat others well out of context, they will almost always take you for granted because they will see you as a subservient one, a weak one, a coward one. or a needy one. You can, of course, be good to others. However, from the position of strength, do not empty your cup to fulfill others' cups. Make sure that your cup is full first. Being good is not necessarily a sacrifice. Being good can be a benevolence. Let there be so much that you can offer generously to people around you. However, if you try and sacrifice, suffer, hurt yourself, compromise on your self honor, self dignity, compromise health, and then serve others, people can see through your games and they may not even respect you. They may not even feel grateful for what you're doing. They may take you for granted and they may treat you in an unfair way because they see you being unfair to yourself. So start being fair to yourself before you expect fairness from others. Do not victimize yourself if you do not want others to victimize you. And if you're a parent, do not victimize your children if you do not want others to victimize them. Honor them, respect them. Remind them of their own inherent strength. Make them feel good about themselves. And set an example of a very strong and powerful personality whom they can look up to and feel safe and secure. Be fair to them if you want the world to treat them with fairness. Let's recite some of the radical statements. Radical statements are based on powerful catalyst keywords such as transform and transcend. You can design your own statements based on what you have or what you would be learning through Radical Spiritual Solution Curriculum. The statements have the power to reset your mindset and help you transform and transcend your way of thinking. And as you shift from within, as you shift your thoughts, you will shift your life. Follow this daily posts and let's recite. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the victim in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the victim in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend the victim in me. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of victimization. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of victimization. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my perception of victimization. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unfairness with self. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unfairness with self. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my unfairness with self. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to honor myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to honor myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my need to honor myself. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my self-respect. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my self-respect. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my self-respect. I awaken fairness with myself. I awaken fairness with myself. I awaken fairness with myself. I awaken self-compassion. I awaken self-compassion. I awaken self-compassion. I awaken self-love. I awaken self-love. I awaken self-love. Thank you for listening and reciting along with me. Trust you have your own favorite statements. Please share them in the comment sections. Many more people will benefit from there. Thank you and have a very fair life.